Pope Leo XIV held his first general audience at the Vatican today. The proud Chicago area native was greeted by crowds who packed St. Peter's Square. And then back here at home, the focus is on Pope Leo's childhood home in South suburban Dolton. NBC5's Jenn Schanz is live for us in Dolton with more on talks between the village and the owners of this current property about buying it. Jenn.
Well, a couple things, Marion, have to happen in order for the village to take ownership of Pope Leo's childhood home. We'll dive into that. But first, this property has really become such a positive symbol for this block and this entire community ever since the new pope was announced. And that, the village says, is really what this is all about.
Negotiations have started.
The village of Dolton is determined to buy Pope Leo's childhood home, ideally through direct purchase. It's up for auction June 18th. Or the village would file for eminent domain. That allows the government to buy private property for a fair price and public use. Early talks include possibly a museum. Eventually, village officials want to see the home as a landmark, too. As far as Google is concerned, it already is.
People have already flocked to the house, and we've had to put a police car on the block because people have come, put flowers, put crosses, taking pictures.
It was last listed for just under $200,000 before Pope Leo was announced. We spoke to this woman who lives on the block shortly after the new pope was elected. Over the years, she says there's been issues with drugs and violence.
We're just really excited about the fact that the Pope used to be here. It gives us so much hope.
And just blocks away, preservationists want the Commission on Chicago Landmarks to give protected status to the St. Mary of the Assumption complex, a now shuttered church and school where the Pope attended as a boy. If then approved by the City Council, it would stop any demolition.
And since these buildings are just within, if you will, feet of the border of the city of Chicago with its neighboring suburbs of Riverdale and Dolton, this is the best protection.
It's early in a multi-step process. This Change.org petition launched last week. As for the Dolton home, if acquired by the village, Mayor House would work with the Archdiocese of Chicago to determine its use.
Will it help turn Dolton's image around because of what we've gone through in the last 4 years? Of course it will.
Now, I've reached out to the New York-based auction house selling this home. I'm waiting to hear back. The Archdiocese of Chicago says at this point in time, they do not have plans in place for this home. But this is a story we will, of course, will continue to follow as a lot of people are curious as what's in store for this property's future. Much more to come. We're reporting live in Dolton tonight. Jenn Schanz, NBC5 News.
Everybody's really excited to see what's going to happen there. Jen, thanks so much.